Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm switching it up a little bit. I'm doing a story time. So, this story time or this story isn't a very long story, but I'm gonna try to go into detail as much as I can so you guys can visualize everything from my point of view. The story actually is about a time where I was almost kidnapped. So let me put this out there so no one will be in the comments saying anything crazy. As an adult, you can still be considered kidnapped. It's not just, the term is not just used for children. So I need y'all to look in the dictionary before you comment below. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. So I'm gonna get into the story. So basically, this happened probably 2014, I believe. 2014, probably, I think. So I had to be like 21 at the time. So this is a time where I was still living with my mother at 21. I know, I should have been out. As some of you guys know, I've been bartending for about since I was 20. I've been bartending since I was 20. So, as a bartender, well, where I work at, we usually get off late. I'm talking 2 a.m. Getting home 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning. So I was just so used to like usually I would take a cab to work because I didn't drive there. But I would take the bus home, which is the total opposite of what I should have been doing. But anywho, before I get into that, let me tell you what has inspired me to make this video. So I was on Instagram and I'm scrolling and I see a post about a mail carrier, and she was violated somewhere in Philadelphia, somewhere in the area where I used to live at. I believe she said she was like assaulted in a way. The guy tried to sexually assault her. And it brought me like some flashbacks to the time where it almost happened to me. So just I don't know, like usually when I'm just so used to living in that area for years, so I was like comfortable with walking late at night and not even thinking, oh, this could happen to me or that can happen to me. And that's where I messed up at. So I was just so used to walking late at night. My mom or my sister would be like, somebody's going to snatch you one day. Somebody going to get you behind one day. You always walking around late at night, getting off of work late at night. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. What are they going to do to me? I was like 100 and, no, I'm pushing it. Like 140 / 45 pounds. Around that weight. So I was like really small. And I don't know why I didn't think that I wasn't a target, because I was so little at the time. I was like, yeah, nothing's going to happen to me. Nothing's going to happen to me. So it was just this one night. I don't remember on what particular day it was, but it had to be a weekday, I believe. It had to be a weekday. So I took my usual route, got off the bus at the bus terminal, and coming from downtown. And then I was waiting to get on the next bus, which was only like a 8-minute ride to my mom's house. So I'm on the bus. I get off, and where I get off at is like it's a church. There's a church at the corner, and I would have to walk like down this long block, and in between this long block going straight to my block, it's like a little small block in between. So I'm walking, and I hear a car engine on. So I'm like, I don't see any lights. So who's sitting in their car at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning? So I got a little bit paranoid, a little bit, being as though it's late and nobody is out. There's no stores open where I'm walking at. So I know I need to get home like fast. So I'm walking and I'm passing a little block. Then I hit my block. And I'm like really walking fast because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, somebody is sitting in the car late at night. I don't know what's happening. So I'm gonna hurry my behind up and go into my house. And in front of my house, like on my block, we have like stairs to go to the front door. So it was like all these stairs that I had to walk up. I'm already a fast walker, but I was power walking, like I was really going ham just to get to my house. Like I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel safe. So as soon as I hit my corner, the corner of my block, I'm like literally almost to my house. My house is in the middle. Like it's the house right in the middle of my block. So I just see a red truck like like racing around the corner. And it turned the corner of my block. And I'm like, that's weird. Like I didn't even notice that car being parked because it was a lot of cars parked near that bus stop. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. I'm almost at my house, and this man hops out the car, okay, with a mask on his face. Like, you know, like when people rob the bank, those type of masks, like he had one of them over his head, charging towards me. Well, before he even charged towards me, he hops out. Like he was like a little bit chunky looking, and like I would say medium tone, or probably a little bit lighter than me. And he had the mask on his face, and he had his pants down. Okay, this man had his pants down, and he is touching his private area, and playing with his private area while he's looking at me. And my stomach dropped. Like I never experienced nothing like that, and I knew it was nobody outside, so I was just like what is really going on right now? And in the back of my mind, all I can hear is my mom saying, somebody's going to snatch you up one day. Somebody's going to snatch you up one day. And I'm like, this is not going to be the time that this person snatches me up. All that I'm thinking of right now is like going into defense mode. Like, they are not getting me in this car. I'm going to kick them. I'm going to punch them. I'm going to hit them. Like, they are not going to be able to get me in this car. I'm going to fight for my life. This man is like touching himself. So I'm running up the steps. Mind you, it's a lot of stairs to get to my front door. And we have like a screen door before the front door, like the wooden door. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like what is really going on? And it was the summertime actually, because I remember my mom having, I remember people having like air conditioners in the window. And I'm like, I know she's up because my mom, she does not sleep through the night. Like she sleeps and then she wakes up and then she just be up, and then she goes back to sleep. Like her sleeping schedule was like all over the place. But I'm like, she gotta be up because usually when I get home, she's up at this time. And I'm just like, Mom, 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 just like screaming to the top of my lungs because my ass fell running up the steps. And I'm like, this man is not going to get me. So he's like charging at me at this point, like trying to grab me. But I'm like, Mom, Mom. And I'm like, damn, like she's not answering. Like, what am I going to do? Like, this man is like way bigger than me. And he's going to get me in this car. And I don't remember seeing anyone in the car with him. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to fight for my life. I don't know if he has a gun, a knife. I don't know what he has. But I'm not getting in that car with him because I don't know if I would make it out. I guess I kind of startled him, or somebody probably looked out their window. I don't recall because everything was happening so fast I wasn't really paying attention. But he hopped in that truck and pulled off. I was so relieved that this man did not take me with him, because who knows what could have happened. He could have raped me, he could have killed me, he could have kidnapped me, but he was trying to get me in that car. That was probably the second scariest thing that ever happened to me in my life. It was so crazy. He pulled off, I got my keys, got in the house. I went to my mom's room and I'm like, Mom, this man tried to snatch me up. He tried to grab me. He was touching himself, and I was talking like so fast. And she's like, "What is going on? Like, did you call the cops?" And I'm like, "Right, I have to call the cops. I have to report this because what if this happens again? And it could be anybody walking down the street, and this man might attempt to take them or try to assault them." So I called the cops. The cops was there in like 10 minutes. So when the cops show up at my door, they actually took me around the block to see if they can find the man. So I get in the cop car with the two cops, and there is, like, right across from the bus stop, there is a red truck parked, but no one is in that red truck. And they're like, "Is this the car?" I'm like, "Well, it looks like it." And from the direction that the guy went, I don't know if he was able to park on that side of the street unless he did a U-turn. And I'm like, I don't know. But that definitely is a red truck. And he did went around a couple more small blocks and streets. But they really didn't see anything. And I was like, talking to one of the officers, and he was like, "Yeah, this is my number. We're going to take you to the station, but just let me know if you ever see this man again, you can contact me." In the back of my head, I'm like, "You're not a detective, so why are you giving me your personal number?" Like, he was on some weird some weird stuff, okay? I guess he was trying to talk to me, but I'm like, I'm so shaken up right now. Why are you even trying to, kind of flirt with me? So he was like, yeah, I went to the police station. I talked to the detective, and he was like, what does the guy look like? And I'm like, I don't know, because he had a mask on his face. Like, the same way I went into detail with you guys, the same way I went into detail with the detective. So he was like, yeah, I'm going to follow up on it, and this is my numbers, my name. Keep in contact and let me know if you ever see this man again, and we're going to figure out what's going on or whatever. So the cops dropped me off at home, and the one cop that had gave me his number, he's like, texting me, like, yeah, we're starting to think that this guy has been watching you. And I'm like, whatever, because as long as I've been coming, I never saw that red truck before. Never. And that has never happened to me as long as I've been working late and coming home late. That has never happened to me. But I'm like, what? I'm thinking in my head, like, he could be waiting on anybody. Anybody. Why would he be so concerned about me? And I'm like, you're not a detective, so you really didn't do that much investigating, so how are you getting that from anything? I'm like, that could be a possibility, but I don't think that's what was going on. And then he's like, do you have a boyfriend? And I'm like, no. Why are you even asking me, do I have a boyfriend? What does this what does this have to do with this man trying to snatch me up and assault me? What does this have to do with anything? After like that last question, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even responding no more because this cop is on some other stuff right now, and I'm not falling for it. If I was 21, I'm pretty sure I look like I was 17. Because people always say I look younger than what I am right now. So I'm pretty sure I look way younger. And I'm like, he's a creep. Just like the guy that tried to snatch me up. So that was my story. And I hope you guys can learn a lot from this video. Because there are people out here that are crazy and that will snatch you up. That will assault you. That will try to hurt you. And we have to be more aware of our surroundings, and we should always carry something for protection, and do not travel by yourself late at night, because no matter how tough you think you are or how big and bad you think you are, you never know what someone can do to you, because it happens every day. And 9 times out of 10, those women never thought in their life that that would happen to them, because they felt safe or comfortable. Never get too comfortable. So I hope you guys learned the lesson and learned from me. And I don't travel late at night by myself no more. I Uber home. If I'm out, I don't take public transportation. And I don't take it at all. At all. And be careful with those Uber drivers too, and those Lyft drivers, because it's a couple of stories that people have out there on them. So always be careful, always be on your toes. Don't think you're crazy. Always assume that anything can happen, anything is possible, because you never know when someone will try to take advantage of you or try to hurt you. So, but I will see you guys next time in my next video. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know your thoughts on this video.